Okay, today is the start of a new video series that will be all about clean racing. For this video I want to discuss racing etiquette, specifically showing how to react when you make a mistake and cause a racing incident, as well as show some examples of clean passes. I've got some clips, all of which show either me doing something bad and making a mistake to cause others issues, or me doing a good job at some clean racing, or how I handle it when I'm the one struck by somebody who makes a mistake. The important distinction to take away from all this is that there's a clear difference between ramming on purpose to gain a spot and making a mistake and misjudging a corner by causing an incident. Accidents happen and aren't intentional. Ramming with the idea to gain a position or get revenge, however, is intentional and shouldn't be done. It's a big no-no and highly frowned upon by the majority of the community here in Project Tour. So let's start by an example of clean racing, when things go right and no mistakes are made. Now, as you see here, the red spire makes a mistake and has gone out a little bit wide, so I attempt to overtake on the inside. It works to get me alongside it, but they have the inside going in the next tight section. I know the spire will be able to take the turn with more speed than my quadro can. So instead of pushing the issue, I brake early to fall in line and behind it and wait for another opportunity to pass. On the very next turn, it goes out wide again, and I'm able to overtake it on the inside once more. This time I was close enough though to completely overtake it and keep going. Now let's look at a clip where things go wrong. I noticed my crewmate attempting to overtake on the outside, so I'll give him some room. However, this put me in a funky line for the next corner. And in my attempt to leave him space and make the turn, I ramp off a slight bit of rock right here, which caused my car to bobble a bit and go wide as well as slow down, which put my crewmate right in the path of my car. Upon hitting him, physics don't know what to do with his car, and so he goes flinging off the track and pops back up on top of my car. And it kind of ruined both of our races. Mistakes like this happen even when you're trying to race cleanly. However, there's a big difference between this and if you were to say ignore the corner completely and torpedo the person beside you because you didn't want them to pass you. Okay, in this next clip you'll see my crewmate lean on me a bit and we both go wide because of it, but it's all good. Just a gentle lean, no harm done. A bit of rubbing is natural when Ghost is off. However, in this next turn, he hits me so hard he shoves me into the wall and fails to stop and wait for me, given he got the pass done through an incident. That is not good racing etiquette. To show why you should never be quick to anger in these situations, let's see it from his perspective. His car bounced off the dirt section on the side of the road, causing his front tires to lose grip, and he went sliding sideways towards me, showing that the lean really was not intentional. And then he went into the turn. On his screen it appeared as though he gave me the lightest of taps and he was on the brakes to avoid hitting me. So it wasn't his fault. This can be chalked up to lag. I am sure that he wasn't even convinced he had hit me, which would explain why he didn't stop and wait. He thought he was just capitalizing on a mistake I had made myself. This next clip is a little bit longer, and I give just enough room for the spire on the inside. Then I mess up and go a little wide on the following turn, however, am able to overtake cleanly, again thanks to the acceleration of the quadro. Now this next bit might appear to be blocking, but I am just taking the natural racing line with a drifty quadro. So this is how I would drive even if not having someone right behind me. I also attempt a Scandinavian flick on the next hairpin, hoping to not repeat what I did on the last one, which indeed I did get it turned better, but one may have seen it from behind and thought I was blocking. Then I make a huge mistake and misjudge the next turn and take way too much speed into the turn. Now, I am sure he thought it was on purpose and I was torpedoing him, but that wasn't the case at all. I just made a massive mistake and misread the corner. Because I knew it was my mistake, I stayed off the gas a bit and let him get going, and gave some room for the next turn and reset myself for the next lap. By waiting back a bit there and letting him have the position, it shows that that the hit was not intentional. If it would have been intentional, I would have just kept hitting him and not let him move from the wall. You know, it would just kept him trapped there. You can even see my brake light light up, showing I am trying to slow down. Then a couple turns later, he pings on a wall, stopping him dead in his tracks. And he collects the red spire up with him, and both are slowed down drastically by this. I then capitalize on his mistake and make a clean pass around them both. As you can see here through these clips, when mistakes do happen, and they will eventually, there's a proper way to handle them, and you shouldn't assume it is intentional just because it made you salty. This is what is called good racing etiquette, and I also touched on blocking just a little bit in this video, but I'll go into more detail about blocking versus defending later on in another video in this series. I hope you enjoyed this, I hope it was educational, and if you liked it, leave a like, subscribe to me for more of these, and please start racing cleanly out there. There's a clear difference between hitting someone intentionally and just making a mistake, and mistakes happen.